to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam. 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 When I say monster, you say jam. Monster. Monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say jam. Monster. Monster. That's right. We got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go. This is how we roll. I'm tired out of lounging in light. Doesn't matter where you're from. It's running through your blood. Time to get loud. Everybody buckle up. You waited. Now you made it to the greatest show on earth. It's the Monster Jam.
Albuquerque, this is Monster Jam!
Albuquerque, welcome to Monster Jam! And we're kicking it off with our very first competition full of so much adrenaline, JCB Racing, where our 8 superstars were seeded into a bracket earlier today by a random draw. We start out with 8, then we get down to 4 semifinalists, but out of those 4, we're looking for those fastest 2 that want those 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship here this afternoon. So Albuquerque, who's ready for JCB Racing?
Up first in the black and green wrecking machine, let's hear it for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. And ready to bring the excitement in the blue lane, it's Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Adam Anderson 9-0 in arena racing this season, and this is a rematch of last night's final round race. JCB Racing Mayhem was so close to taking that win. Let's see if he can pull off a big upset in round 1 of JCB Racing. So Gravedigger is staged. When that second yellow light pops up, Mayhem staged. Let's go green. It is a disqualification for Mayhem hitting the Monster Jam turn pole, so that means your winner is Gravedigger. So Adam Anderson and Gravedigger now 10-0 in JCB Racing. 3 more races left in round 1 of JCB Racing. Ready to do work. Last night's BKT Overall Event Champion, it's Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Pulling out all the tricks this weekend. Let's hear it for Jack Brown, Jester. Winner has tough competition in the semifinals. The winner goes on to face Gravedigger. JCB Digatron staged. Jester is staged. It's time to do it. Let's go. Disqualification for Jester. JCB Digatron, your winner. JCB Digatron knocked out the first round of racing last night. A big upset to start the weekend, but now the man is on a mission and thirsty for more BKT overall event championships. So in semifinals, we'll have Gravedigger versus JCB Digatron. She came to slay. Let's hear it for Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. And the competition in the blue lane, Mr. International, it's Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer. Your winner is Lucas Stabilizer. Brandon Arthur really putting that off-road background to work behind the wheel of a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck, a semi-Monster Jam truck at that too. So one race left in round one, and the winner of this race will go on to face Lucas Stabilizer. Up next in our final JCB round one race, let's hear it for Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. First time a lot of you have probably ever seen a giant shark in the desert. Let's hear it for Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. So again, winner faces Lucas Stabilizer in the next round. It's time to go green. Your winner by a shark fin is Megalodon. Semi-final round bracket set, Gravedigger versus JCB Digatron and Lucas Stabilizer versus Megalodon.
Albuquerque, we've made it to the semifinal round of JCB Racing. We started out with 8 superstars, and now we're down to the fastest 4. But out of those 4, we're looking for those fastest 2. They want those 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship here this afternoon. So Albuquerque, who's ready for more adrenaline and more JCB Racing?
So these two didn't meet in racing yesterday, but they were going at it all night for the BKT Overall Event Championship. At the end of the night, after the final freestyle, JCB Digatron would take the BKT Overall Event Championship. So big race to set up the final round. Who wants Gravedigger to win this race? Who wants JCB Digatron to win this race? Big race right now. 8 points on the line for our JCB final round winner, Adam Anderson. Right now, 10-0 in JCB Racing. Here we go. Restage. Looks like JCB Digatron a little over the starting line, so they're going to restage both of our trucks to make sure we are starting equally. So Digatron staged. Gravedigger staged. Hit that loud pedal. Your winner is JCB Digatron. The first arena racing loss of the season. Gravedigger now 10-11. JCB Digatron now in the final round of JCB Racing. Our next competitor is pulling to the line. The winner will take on JCB Digatron in the final round. All right, so who thinks Megalodon is going to the final round? Who thinks Lucas Stabilizer is going to take this win? Both drivers ready to do battle, itching to get to that final round. Lucas Stabilizer staged, Megalodon creeping to the line. Staged, and here we go. Your winner is Lucas Stabilizer. This is going to make for a funny pairing in the final round. When overseas, Brandon Arthur drives JCB Digatron. This weekend, he's in Lucas Stabilizer. So normally teammates, now enemies for that final round of JCB Racing.
Albuquerque, we've made it to the final round of JCB Racing. We started out with 8 superstars and now we're down to the fastest 2. But out of these 2, who wants those 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship? Well, who's ready to meet them? Let's make some noise for your JCB Racing final contenders.
So JCB Digatron, Lucas Stabilizer, the final round, but right now Lucas Stabilizer on the 60-second clock, needing to get that truck fired. If they cannot, we will bring one of our competitors back from that semifinal round. It would be Megalodon who would come back should Lucas Stabilizer not be able to fire. That's just one of the quirks of Monster Jam in these trucks. Everything could be running smooth, and unfortunately right now, Brandon Arthur sitting in the truck, probably like saying all kinds of prayers and throwing some Hail Marys out there. The UNOH technicians down there are going to try to jump the truck, see if that will help get it fired, because he wants nothing more than to line up in this final round race, wants the 8 points, wants that BKT Overall Event Championship. So a frustrating moment right now if you're Brandon Arthur, but we've got 30 seconds left. If they can get that truck fired up, he'll pull to the line for this final round race. If not, Megalodon, Kevin Crocker, will be making his way back down the tunnel to face JCB Digatron. 14 seconds, count it down, Jam Fam. "60-second clock is up. No fire for Lucas Stabilizer. Tough break for Brandon Arthur and Lucas Stabilizer, our JCB Dirt Squad, making their way to the floor to cart that truck off the floor. That means Kevin Crocker Megalodon, a second shot at the final 8 points of the event. Last night ended up third for the BKT Overall Event Championship. So this could be a big weekend for Kevin Crocker in Megalodon. A tough break for Lucas Stabilizer.
Man, oh man, what a tough break for Brandon Arthur. But I'm standing by with 2 of my brand new friends, Aviana and Elias. Albuquerque, say hello! And we are gonna play an awesome game together, and I already told them what it's called. It's called Name That Truck. So we're all gonna look up at that video board. There's gonna be a dirt track and a Monster Jam truck. You see it's doing donuts. I want you guys to tell me what truck it is before all the dirt's gone. You think you can do that?
Yeah.
Albuquerque, let's help him out! I see some blue. Oh, I think this truck is actually on the track right now. Aviana, do you think you know what it is?
Megalodon.
She says it's Megalodon. Let's see. Oh, you're so smart, Avi. Good job. And Aviana, because you got it right, I want to give you this. But I need you to open that up for me. Open it up to that first page. Yes, this is the important part. So this is for you and your family. We're going to see you guys after the event. You're going to get to meet all of the drivers. Are you excited?
Yeah.
All right. Stick around, guys, we still got a lot.
Make some noise right now. Come on. This is our JCB Racing Final. Our competitors on the track. Who's ready for the final round race? Then let's meet our competitors. Last night's BKT overall event champion, a world finals champion, a series champion, accolades on accolades. It's Tristan England, JCB Digatron. The Shark gets new life with Lucas at Stabilizer being carted off the track. He's here for the final round and ready to take a bite out of JCB Digatron. It's Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. The first 8 points of the event on the line. That goes to our winner. JCB Digatron wasting no time. We're staged. Let's go green. Your winner is Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Winning by a trunk length, and I think you can attribute a lot of that to JCB Digatron taking real tight turns around the course. Megalodon starting the turns a little wide, so that definitely left the door wide open for JCB Digatron. Tristan England, a man who is seemingly unstoppable behind the wheel. And he kicks off our first event with the first 8 points and the JCB Racing final win. Another accolade to add to his already amazing career. The machine, the man doing work this weekend in Albuquerque. Albuquerque, make some noise for JCB Digatron.
Tristan, congratulations. Just like that, you've started 8 points here on this beautiful Saturday in Albuquerque, New Mexico. But what's more important is not only you, JCB Digatron, but this was JCB Racing. Why is this so important to you?
It feels awesome because it's right here in Albuquerque, too. I've won a lot of racing here, but for it to be JCB Racing and to be the JCB guy, man, it's tough out here. The adrenaline is on top. But I think my toughest race right there was Gravedigger, but it was going to probably be that Lucas Stabilizer, man. Brandon is a robot. We taught him out there at Monster University. He took in every ounce of skill, and he's perfect, man. He's awesome. He's fun to watch. He'll be right back out here for you guys in two-wheel skills. But Albuquerque, New Mexico, who's having a good time at Monster Jam?
We love to hear it. Well, it is only going to get better. Up next is our two-wheel skills competition, and you were able to take the win yesterday. If you take it today, that will be halfway to a perfect event. Do you have any tricks up your sleeve?
Oh, you bet. These guys in Albuquerque, if y'all been in here in years past, you've seen me shake things up in Earth Shaker. Now it's time to dig the competition in JCB Digatron, baby. Been around for 81 years with JCB. We're not stopping yet. We're showing you guys JCB's better each and every time we hit this dirt. I just proved it to you. I'm going to do it again. One more time, Albuquerque, get loud!
Up first, it's Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Not able to get the truck in reverse fast enough. Chris Kohler, Mayhem, attempt number 2. Going for the stoppie and then possibly a moonwalk. So here we go. There's the moonwalk, sets it down.
Let's make some noise for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. And now, Albuquerque, it is your time to shine. We're going to need your help to see what his score is. So scan the QR code, head on over to judgeszone.com, enter the code ALB, click that submit button, and slide that big old BKT tire up or down to the number of your choosing. You have 20 seconds to get your scores locked in.
The second attempt, finding the momentum and the balance there, too. I wasn't sure if he was going to shut the truck off and maybe just relax a little bit, just hang in there for a minute. Nice moonwalk. Nice score to start, 6.91 for Chris Kohler and Mayhem. So you see your score, the average score of the fan score, 7.219. Then you see the expert score, 6.6. We add those together, take the average, 6.91 for Mayhem. Up next, Jack Brown. It's Jester. Let's see what tricks the funny man can do. Jester looks like he's lining up for attempt number 1. Nice wheelie, slap wheelie combo in a very small space right there. The slap wheelie, definitely a nice touch. Jack Brown comboed up in Jester.
Getting giggly with it on the track, it's Jack Brown, Jester! Now remember, Albuquerque, you have 20 seconds, so head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
The Giggle Box, Jester with a nice little wheelie, slap wheelie combo. Again, very small space on the top of the Monster Jam pod, so awesome execution right there. And then a little air, nice little wheelie for attempt number 2. The question, is it enough to beat Mayhem? Take the top spot, score to beat 6.91. Scores are locked. The score for Jester is 5.807. Right now, second place. Up next, Jamie Sullivan. Let's hear it for Sparkle Smash. While she's been competing in stadiums this year, last year was in arenas majority of her career and knows how to play the game. Perfect balance point right now for Sparkle Smash. Here we go, up the pod, yes! Nice reverse wheelie from Sparkle Smash. Next attempt, we'll see what she has.
Balancing on only 2 BKT hooves, it's Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash! And now Albuquerque, if you want to throw a little magic over towards the unicorn, head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores for Sparkle Smash now.
Got the super glue to the action replay of the first attempt. Nice stoppy moonwalk with a little wheelie, reverse wheelie on just those front 2 BKT tires. Is it enough to take the lead from Mayhem? Score to beat, 6.91. Your scores for Sparkle Smash being tallied. Getting the average, the score, first place for Sparkle Smash, 7.642, the new score to beat. So that the ladies can bring it too. For our Monster Jam competitions, check out the leaderboard. Sparkle Smash, your current leader, 7.642. Mayhem in second with a 6.91. Jester in third. 5 trucks remain in our two-wheel skills challenge as Mike Pagliarulo Excalibur is up next. We going sky wheelie, we going stoppy, we going popper. Going for the popper. And sets it back down. Maybe felt like he was running out of room there. Let's see if he tries that again. Maybe add some combo moves in there. Maybe he airs it out. Oh, looks like we might be trying the same thing.
Let's make some noise for Mike Pagliarulo Excalibur. Now remember, Albuquerque, you know what to do. You have a very important job. Scan that QR code and lock your scores in now for Excalibur.
Maybe one or two of you out there wondering, like, man, that truck looks familiar. I mean, this is a throwback to the late 80s, early 90s, Charlie Pauken and Excalibur. I have an autographed ticket from a Monster Jam event in 1989 from Excalibur and Charlie Pauken. But now Mike Pagliarulo gets to carry the Excalibur sword with pride, and he has had a phenomenal season this season. Scores are in. Score for Excalibur is 7.14. Second place right now for Excalibur. And up next, last night's two-wheel skills winner, Tristan England, JCB Digatron.
Let's make some noise for Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Now remember, Albuquerque, you have 20 seconds. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
So our Monster Jam officials counting that as 2 tricks because in the middle, all 4 tires set down, and then he went into his second attempt. So we're going to watch right here. Quick into the stop, he balances it out. The crowd roar gets louder and louder and louder as he stands there, dances those back tires a little bit. Then as he feels the truck kind of settle down in the back, he hits reverse, pops it up there into a wheelie. Right there is when the one attempt ended and the second attempt started. So scores are in. The score for JCB Digatron is 8.649. Your new leader, JCB Digatron. Now, ready for our second competition. Here comes Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. Nice sky wheelie from Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. We're going to get the nose of that truck 90 degrees straight up towards the roof of the Tingley Coliseum. Lining up for attempt number 2. Will he go bigger or will he try something different? Something tells me he's going to send it. Here we go.
Breaching the waves of the track, it's Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com. If you'd like to throw him a fishy treat, lock your scores for Megalodon now.
So 2 nice sky wheelies from Kevin Crocker. Second one, a little pogo in the end there, bouncing on the back fin. Bringing us something different we haven't really seen yet. The only time we saw a wheelie was the wheelie into a slap wheelie combo. So we'll see. Your scores are in. The score for Megalodon is 7.201. 7.201. That looks like third place right now. And they've got the truck working again. Ready for the second competition. Get your trucker arms up. And honk that horn for Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer. Great start for Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer. Score to beat, 8.649. Brandon Arthur driving Cynthia Gautier's truck, wants to return it to her in good form, but also really trying to push the limits right now.
Put your hands together for Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer. That's right, Albuquerque. Head on over to judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds to get those scores locked in.
Great performance right there from Lucas Stabilizer. Watching, as you can see, trying to move 12,000 pounds up that ramp onto BKT tires, trying to keep the back end a little less than 90 degrees so you can keep that momentum going up the ramp. Tried to get a wheelie in there, just couldn't make it happen. Scores are in. Score for Lucas Stabilizer is 8.217, second place. Right now, for Lucas Stabilizer, score to beat, JCB Digatron, 8.649. And here comes Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. The red headlights are on. Adam Anderson strapped in. The boss man ready for business. Not the prettiest execution, but making it happen in Gravedigger.
He's digging graves and taking names. It's Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. That's right, Albuquerque. If you'd like to help our black and green Undertaker, head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores for him now.
When in doubt, throttle out and go big. Huge sky wheelie for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Question is, will the scores be huge? Score to beat, JCB Digatron, 8.649. The score for Gravedigger is 8.695. Your winner, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Beating JCB Digatron by 5/100ths of a point. And Adam Anderson and Gravedigger will be the first to tell you in this new age of Monster Jam, he has been really working hard to try to compete with a lot of what we've been seeing in this competition specifically. Replay on the board, just hammering the throttle, getting a little silly there. Almost had an opportunity to kind of combo, even with the sky wheelie too. But the 1,500 horsepower is just screaming to get that truck up that ramp on those two front BKT tires. And the second attempt, huge sky wheelie. I thought he was aiming for that speaker stack in the middle of the Tingley Coliseum. And now he's making his way out of the tunnel. Let's hear it for your two-wheel skills winner, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger.
Adam, congratulations. Going 8th like that, to be able to walk away with the win is very difficult, but do you feel like it was an advantage for you because you saw what your competitors did before you?
You know, honestly, I didn't get to see anybody because I'm hidden in the back there, and so it's a little bit of a disadvantage, but at the same time, I guess it was. And honestly, that's why I rolled out in the back. I'm like, man, there's no way I just won with that, but I pulled out an old school big sky wheelie. It felt awesome. It felt great, but what felt even better was the electricity come from this crowd tonight, man. We're just getting going. Let's hear it, guys.
Up next for you is freestyle, and we do know that this track has been a little bit tricky, specifically with the dirt conditions. We saw that a lot on this ramp in the skills competition. Can you give us some insight on that as you head into freestyle?
I don't care what kind of dirt it is. I don't care where we're at in the world. Team Gravedigger owns the dirt around this world, baby, and especially in freestyle. So you fans out there, you better get ready. There's going to be some rock and roll, some wild action. So you guys get out of your seats, get on your feet. Let's have some fun.
Monster Jam fans, this is one of my very favorite parts of our halftime. Our high-flying superstars are about to put on one awesome show. You guys are going to absolutely love it. So make sure, though, that you are keeping your energy up, because the louder you get, the sicker the tricks. Go ahead, out of Anchorage, Alaska, make some noise for your very first rider, Chase Crab. Out of Hammock, California, make some noise right now for Javier Jr. From San Diego, California, Ripper Ray. And last but not least, make some noise for Javier. Here we go. Already showing off for you Monster Jam fans. Kind of a KOD there, but to the side. Ripper Ray is your Freestyle Mania champion from this summer. Giving you guys an awesome seat grab there. What a whip. That was Chase Crab. You may also know him as Sideways. Javier Jr. Ripper Ray with the backflip action. And back to back gives you guys a no-handed backflip and waves over there at section T and U. But do you guys want to see some more? As you can see, our riders are going to go ahead and line up, and now it is time for the best trick competition. This is a competition where our riders will have one attempt and one attempt only to fly from one side of the arena all the way to the other side to show you their very best trick. Now, we need your help. You guys have to be scoring at judgeszone.com. When you're scoring, you guys only have 20 seconds to be able to do so. So when it is red, make sure you're scoring right away, swiping up or down on the BKT tire. Monster Jam fans, are you ready for the best trick competition?
All right, so we're at about a 6-7 for energy level. We need to take it up to 20. On the count of 3, I need everybody to scream as loud as they can. 1, 2, 3. That's the kind of energy these riders need, especially in this best trick competition. So as soon as they hit the runway, that green strip there, we need to get as loud as we can for Chase, Alaskan King Crab. Does Harley stunt shows on the weekends. Now he's lining up for the runway. Let's hear it!
And go ahead and get scoring now at judgeszone.com. Gonna see the replay there for the very first rider here in the best trick competition. Shows you guys in Indy, I believe.
Yeah, Indy Air, where they launch their back feet, just twisting them wild in the air. And Chase Crab running around the United States with his boys in this best trick competitions, flying high with Monster Jam, and your first score for our FMX best trick competition. So again, just like our monsters, judgeszone.com scores are in. The score for Chase Crab, a 7.342. So that is the score to beat. Up next, Javier Villegas Jr. Coming out of California, following in his dad's footsteps. He used to watch his dad jump in places just like this. Now gets to ride along with his dad. His favorite TV show is YouTube's Skibbity Toilet. And we're hoping for big aura right now on the runway. Albuquerque, make some noise.
A knack flip out of him. Go ahead and score right now for Javier Jr. Go ahead, scan to score or go to judgeszone.com.
So he heard the roars for the backflips and decided to add a little variation, throwing the leg on the side, adding that extra element of insanity to an already insane thing, flying on two wheels upside down in Tinsley Coliseum. So is it enough to take the lead? Score to beat, 7.342. Score for Javier Villegas Jr. is 8.683. Your new leader, Javier Villegas Jr. Up next, as Lindsay mentioned, the first ever Freestyle Mania champion, along with JCB Digatron's Tristan England, Ripper Ray Noriega out of San Diego, California. Ripper Farms owner, and on the weekends loves a good Cali sunset. But right now, he's looking to set the sun on this competition, looking for big scores. We need to make some big noise.
And scoring is now open for Ripper Ray, showing you guys a backflip knack-knack. Go ahead and score now.
That was quite the trick there for the man dressed in black. Combo move with the backflip and almost over-rotating, but set it back down, and now on the pod, waiting for a score. Score to beat, 8.683. The score for Ripper Ray is 8.881. Your new leader is Ray Noriega. One competitor left. Last night's best trig winner from Hammock, California, Javier Villegas, who on his off time studies Venus flytraps, has a Venus flytrap farm back in California, hoping to find a cure for cat blindness through studying those plants. But now ready for the top spot on the runway. Let's hear it, Albuquerque.
And scoring is now open. Go ahead and score now at judgeszone.com. Gives you guys another backflip variation of that knack-knack. Go ahead and look at that replay. Let us know what you think.
Win or lose, I think it's a win for Javier, who getting a chance to kind of chat with him earlier, just talking about the excitement of, competing with his son, knowing from how little he was, watching dad perform, to now doing this together in New Mexico. Scores are in. The score for Javier Villegas is 9.092. Your winner, Javier Villegas.
And we will catch up with him in just a little bit. But first, Albuquerque, do you want some more? All right, keep that energy up. Our riders are going to go ahead and hit the track one more time to show you something spectacular. Now, it is a little bit crazy, but hey, this is Monster Jam, and they are trained professionals. Make sure you guys have those cameras out, those cell phones out, and you're ready to tag us at Monster Jam. You can use the hashtag Monster Jam across all of your social media platforms. Our four riders are on the track, and they're going to hit this ramp back, to back, to back, to back. And here at Monster Jam, we call that a Monster Jam train. And better that was a trick train from our freestyle motocross riders. But if you guys want to see it again, let me hear you say choo-choo. One more time, choo-choo. Here we go. Get loud, Albuquerque. Absolutely incredible. Ending that with a rock solid out of the World Finals champion from 2011. One more time for your freestyle motocross riders. but I don't know. I think we could see it again. Let me hear you make some noise if you want to see it one more time. Give it up for Chase Crab, Javier Villegas Jr., Javier Villegas, and Ripper Ray. And in just a moment, we'll get to catch up with our best trick winner. Gonna get that headset off. But, you know, Javier, that was absolutely incredible. Now you have already swept the weekend. You're also out here with your son. Take us through how you decided on that trick.
Well, I was taking it easy again, and then I saw my son start throwing his biggest tricks. I thought, okay, it's on, son. I'm still gonna pay the bills tonight, so I need to step it up and win this contest.
Well, you certainly did. These fans definitely thought yours was the best. What do you think made yours stand out from everyone else?
Sorry, what? What did you think made yours stand out from everyone else? Well, I think my trick had a little bit more level of difficulty. It had more motion going on, grabbing the seat, getting off the bike, and trying to get back on the bike before I landed. That's the actual trick, not doing the stunt in the air, landing, and not crashing.
All of the technique that goes on behind the scenes, how did you get to where you are in your career?
It's been years. I've been riding motorcycles more than I have not, and I've been doing FMX for 26 years, so I've been practicing crashing, standing up again, trying again. It's about that. You crash, you stand up, you try again, you keep it improving.
Well, thank you so much for your insight. Congratulations on yet another win. Albuquerque, make some noise for your best trick winner, Javier Villegas.
We have reached the pinnacle of the afternoon. This is Monster Jam Freestyle! Put your fins together for Kevin Crocker, Megalodon! Now remember, Albuquerque, you have another important job. It's time to head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
Filling the 60-second clock, giving us some big air. You don't have to wait for the summer for all that shark programming on TV. You get it at Monster Jam, flying sharks all over the floor here at Tingley Coliseum. And Kevin Crocker sitting in third place for the BKT Overall Event Championship. Set the bar for freestyle. Scores are in. The score for Megalodon is 7.287. 7.287. That is the score to beat. When you think Monster Jam Freestyle, you absolutely think mayhem. That's what we expect, and Chris Kohler is bringing the mayhem to freestyle.
Definitely bringing the madness to the track. Make some noise for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Now remember, Albuquerque, you only have 20 seconds, so head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
Even if you haven't scored yet at judgeszone.com, always a perfect time to join the party. And the only thing that freestyle didn't really have was that wow moment. This was a good moment, though, giving some technical moves, bringing some of that skill into freestyle. Otherwise, it was just hit after hit, going for the air. And the scores for Mayhem are in. The score for Chris Kohler Mayhem is 7.575. Your new leader is Mayhem. So right now, Mayhem, your leader, Megalodon in second, both with 7-point-something scores. So we're already off to a great start in freestyle. Still some room, though, to take the top spot, and plenty of room for some wow factors and some big moments before our Monster Jam freestyle is over. So one more time, make some noise for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. A veteran in the sport, took a little time off, but he is back. It's Jack Brown, Jester. Looks like the truck is locked up and unfortunately did not complete 15 seconds of freestyle. So that is the end of the run and no score for Jack Brown in Jester. Looked like a planetary mine locked up on him when that truck bounced on top of the pod. So tough break and an end of the afternoon. One more time. Let's hear it for Jester. So 7.575 score to beat Chris Kohler Mayhem in freestyle, but for the BKT overall event championship this afternoon, JCB Digatron, the driver and truck to beat, with Tristan England in the lead at 15 points, Gravedigger in second, Megalodon in third, Lucas Stabilizer in fourth.
Some breakage there for Jester and Jack Brown, and unfortunately you can't really tell from this angle exactly what happened. Of course, though, you can tell that truck did lock up, but you know, I will be able to try to get that update in just a little bit. Unfortunately, we just are at the mercy of these Monster Jam trucks, but currently I'm holding what is called a power solenoid, and you can consider this sort of an on and off switch for our Monster Jam trucks. If you guys were, watching on during Two Wheel, you saw Sparkle Smash's Jamie Sullivan kind of lose power there at the end of her run, and I went back to the pits, talked to her crew chief, talked with her, and she mentioned that it did shut off in that second attempt. So the reason they think is this power solenoid. And when you think about these massive 12,000-pound Monster Jam trucks, a part this small, you can see it fits in my hand, could be exactly what makes it or breaks it. So this is completely changed and they are good to go. So she'll be back for freestyle.
It's been an interesting afternoon for Brandon Arthur, but he is in the mix for the BKT Overall Event Championship. Next, in freestyle, Lucas Stabilizer. And for those of you not familiar with Brandon Arthur, on the International Series, they've got one more event in Arnhem, Holland here in just 2 weeks. They'll wrap up that series and crown the first series champion of this season and hand out an invite to World Finals. He's in and on the floor now. Let's hear it for Lucas Stabilizer. He's lining up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip.
Let's make some noise for Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer. That's right, Albuquerque. Remember, you have 20 seconds to get your scores locked in for Lucas Stabilizer.
So Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer, that's his fourth or fifth truck now from the International Series, driving Ironman, JCB Digatron, driving Gravedigger a few weeks ago, and now in Lucas Stabilizer. Hopefully Cynthia Gauthier watching at home, cheering him on with her family. But Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer means business, and the scores are in. The score to beat, Mayhem, 7.575. The score for Lucas Stabilizer is 9.133. Your new leader is Lucas Stabilizer.
Yes, what an incredible run by Brandon Arthur in Lucas Stabilizer. And now we're going to play a game with everyone here, and it is called the St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. We're going to take a look up at that video board. There's going to be a trophy, 3 helmets. Cover the trophy, mix them all up. Keep your eyes on the prize, Albuquerque. It's time for St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. Oh, don't take your eyes off the screen. Oh, they're mixing them up again. Oh boy, okay. Who thinks it's number 1? Make some noise. Who thinks it's 2? Who thinks it's 3? Which one do you think it is? 1, 2, or 3?
Show her 1. Say 1.
You say 1?
Can you say 1?
We're gonna say 1 in this group. Let's see. It's not under 3. It's not under 2. It's under helmet number 1. Good job. And for being so smart, you get to take home this shark just for you. That's right. Stick around because we still got a lot more freestyle coming your way.
Up next, it is Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash.
Sprinkling a little magic into your lives, it's Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. That's right, Albuquerque. You have 20 seconds, so get your scores locked in at judgeszone.com.
Love hearing the crowd cheer when Sparkle Smash gets freestyle started, and you got to throw some confetti out to get your own party started. She's out of the truck right now. Let's hear it for Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Love seeing all the Sparkle Smash gear around the Tingley Coliseum. Now see what her score is. Score for Sparkle Smash is 8.017. Second place right now for Sparkle Smash. 3 competitors remaining in freestyle. And next, it's Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur.
Sword, leaving it all on the line. Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. That's right, Albuquerque. Time to head on over to judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds to get those scores locked in now.
Sparkle Smash brought the confetti. Excalibur brought the donuts to the party, and an awesome freestyle right there from Mike Pagliarulo, a rising superstar in the ranks of Monster Jam. Scores are in. Score for Excalibur is 7.182 right now. 5th place for Excalibur. 2 competitors remain. Up next, the guy in first for the BKT Overall Event Championship. Here's Tristan England, JCB Digatron.
Construction truck driving with style, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. All right, Albuquerque, you have a very important job. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
Work hard, play hard. Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Looking for big scores right now at judgeszone.com. Your scores are going to determine who essentially is our BKT Overall Event Champion. Scores for JCB Digatron are in, and that score is 8.892. That puts him right now 2nd place in freestyle. Score to beat, Lucas Stabilizer, 9.137. Final competitor Coming into this competition, second place, it's Adam Anderson, Gravedigger.
With 1 foot in the gas and 1 in the grave, it's Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. And for the final time this afternoon, Albuquerque, 20 seconds. Get those scores locked in now.
Adam Anderson, Gravedigger had the crowd on their edge of their seat. You could hear a pin drop right here, hoping he would be back on all 4 BKT tires, and he gave the crowd what they wanted. Nice little wild moment right here, taking a huge chunk out of the pod. Love the way the back of that truck just bucks up in the air. Adam Anderson feeling good about that. Here we go, score to beat Lucas Stabilizer, 9.137. The score for Gravedigger is 9.113. That means your freestyle winner, Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer. So he gets the final 8 points. So Brandon Arthur gets the final 8 points and Lucas Stabilizer. The question is it enough for the BKT Overall Event Championship? It is not. Your winner with 21 points is Tristan England, JCB Digatron.
Tristan, congratulations. Once again, I'm handing you this overall event championship trophy. Your crew coming over to congratulate you as well. It, of course, takes an entire team effort. We constantly say consistency is a key. Do you feel like that's what gets you the win here tonight?
100%. I mean, going into JCB Racing, of course I want to be on top being JCB Digatron, but it's the fans here. The pit party brings the best out in all of us, man. You guys, I told y'all earlier, but you push the envelope for us drivers each and every time. We can hear you guys screaming inside the cab of these trucks. They're so loud, but you guys, your energy is so much louder. Thank you guys, Albuquerque. Quick shout out to my son, Crash. I hope you kick butt at soccer, dude. I love you so much. My beautiful wife, maybe I'll see you this weekend. I love you guys. Y'all be good. Thank you, Albuquerque. I'll see you on the next one.
Congratulations again to Tristan England, JCB Digatron. But we can't get out of here quite yet before we hear from our freestyle winner, Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer.
He's running. He's coming to you.
He was making his way around the crowd, of course, waving it to you Monster Jam fans. Brandon, congratulations. I mean, I think that it's clear that that wow moment of that backflip just completely wowed these Monster Jam fans. It did take a little twist, but why do you feel like it was all worth it?
Oh, yeah, it's always worth it. It's always awesome to go out there for these Monster Jam fans, and everybody loves a Monster Jam backflip, but unfortunately that one turned a little bit on us and we were able to pull it out, but that's how Monster Jam goes, man. We're along for the ride half the time, so we're just out there wheeling these trucks around, having fun doing it, so I'm pumped. Albuquerque, thank you guys. You guys have been awesome today. You guys have been loud. It's incredible to be here in this arena. Thank you guys for coming out. We still got 2 more to go, so if you got nothing left to do tonight or tomorrow morning, come back out and hang out with us. Albuquerque, thank you guys.
Give it up one more time for your freestyle winner, Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer.
Congratulations to all of our winners this afternoon. Most importantly, JCB Digatron, Tristan England. Another win this weekend and another win for Karina, who has just been on fire with her picks this weekend. And we still got one more winner to crown, and that is our St. Jude ambassador of the event. So let's take a look at our leaderboard. Would you do the honors?
Ooh, who's ready for some glitter in their life? Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash!
You see our guy behind us too, JCB Digatron. Congratulations to Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash, and thank you, Albuquerque, for all of your donations to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. St. Jude thanks you, the families thank you, and we thank you as well, not only for making that donation, but for joining us this afternoon. But the action's not over. We've got an event tonight. We've got an event tomorrow. You can join us. You can follow us on YouTube. You can also see the action in Nampa, Idaho, in Biloxi, Mississippi, in Toledo, Ohio, and El Paso, Texas, the Stadium West Series. That's all kicking off in just a few hours, so don't miss a minute of the action. And join us at the next Monster Jam. MonsterJam.com. Get your tickets. Karina, any final thoughts from the fans?
Para todos los latinos que están in Albuquerque, it has been a pleasure. I've been having a blast. And like you said, we got one tonight and one tomorrow.
Well, for our AV team, Lindsay Noble and Karina Encarnacion, I'm Ryan Lacoste. We thank you for joining us this afternoon at Tingley Coliseum. We'll be back for more later tonight. But for right now, that was Monster Jam.